Hey, it's Dave. Hey, today I'm going to be shuffling back and forth between the camera and some information that I want to talk about. So, like about maybe a year ago, in between 6 months and a year ago, I realized that coffee was causing me problems. Unfortunately, because not only did I love coffee, but I also loved sweetened coffee. So I had to cut all that out. But I found out and realized that even when I drank black coffee, it caused inflammation in my system and made problems for me. Now, I live in the Northeast, so it's cold. I really enjoyed the coffee, not just for the caffeine or for the sugar, but I enjoyed it because it was a hot drink. And I could obviously drink hot tea. I could drink green tea without sugar or anything. But I like that. I like that kind of bite to the coffee. I like to have a little bit to the thing that I'm drinking. So I do drink green tea actually. I drink tea. My favorite tea is oolong tea. But again, I have to be very careful of the caffeine because caffeine seems to cause me inflammation and cause me problems. So, anyways, about 6 months ago or so, I started buying sugar-free hot cocoa mix, Swiss Miss, which I love. I love that stuff. Swiss Miss hot cocoa is delicious and it's sugar-free. So they have sugar, substitutes. And I was drinking that for quite some time. And I was actually really enjoying it until I started looking into these oils and seed oils and all of the stuff associated with oils and these all the oils they add into all this food. Now I'm looking at the ingredients for this Swiss Miss thing right now, and it looks pretty normal: non-fat milk, cacao. It's processed with alkali, which I don't know what that is, but maltodextrin, hydrogenized coconut oil, which can't be as good as regular coconut oil. It contains dipotassium phosphate, acesulfame, potassium, mono and diglycerides, sucralose, and natural flavor. Natural flavor is probably the air and the stuff that fell off the person's hands that made it. Oh, and it contains milk and natural flavor, which all sounds good. And quite honestly, I loved drinking them. They come in a packet of 8 that I would buy. So I would have a whole week's worth of hot chocolates during the day. And it was pretty delicious. Anyways, I started reading the ingredients on this stuff. And I'm realizing that seed oils and all of these garbage oils they add into these as an ingredient into all this stuff. I feel like seed oils is a big problem of the problems that I've been having. Anyways, I looked into it and I just bought powdered milk and cacao chocolate, which you can buy it from Walmart or you can buy it from Hershey. You can buy it on Amazon. So I add cacao chocolate, powdered milk, and water. And I mix it up. And I guess I would add butter to it as well if I wanted to add some fat to this. And I think I could also add in powdered peanuts if I wanted to. But so that's what I'm doing now is I'm moving these items that I really love, which is hot cocoa. I love it. It's delicious. It's sweet and chocolatey. I really like it. So now I just make powdered milk, 4% milk, so there is some fat in it, with the cacao powder, a little bit of non or sweetener. I use allulose sweetener, and that sweetens it up very good. And sometimes I'll even put a little salt on top. But that's what I'm drinking now, and it's cheap. It's a lot cheaper than I don't know, $4 or $5 for 8 little packages of Swiss Miss. For like $4 or $5, I can buy an entire month's worth, which is kind of nice. Anyways, if you try this, you can, like I said, try it with some powdered peanuts, which is kind of good. That takes away all the seed oils and all the garbage that they put into these foods. Out of peanut flavor, that'd be kind of good, I think. And if you try it, do me a favor and let me know what you think. I'm curious to know if you add anything to it and it ends up being more delicious than what I think it will be, then let me know. Again, I feel like it's not going to be delicious if it's not sweetened. You're going to need a non-nutritive sweetener, either stevia or even if you add a little packet of the pink thing or the yellow thing, like this is probably going to need that, but it's going to need some kind of sweetener. I guess unless you love chocolate, then maybe you'll just be able to scarf down the chocolate. You could also probably put a little bit of cinnamon in this. There's a lot of ways you can up your game on this hot cocoa, but it's nice to know you can drink a hot cocoa and you're not going to get all these garbage, just things that you can't necessarily pronounce or that it probably doesn't need. I mean, all you really need is milk, cocoa, and sweetener. That's it. Anything other than that is all just, it's a factory just spilling stuff into your delicious treat. And I don't know that anybody actually needs that. And it's all those little things that add up over the years that end up making things very difficult, making life difficult. So if you try this, do me a favor and let me know if you like it. If you hate it, I'd be curious to know if you hate it. I just think that people will like it. Because if you want it more chocolatey, add more powdered cocoa. If you want it sweeter, add a little bit more. Add more than 1 tablespoon or teaspoon of allulose. If you want it more milky, add a little bit more of the powdered milk. And the nice thing about all this is you don't have to worry about getting excited about making some hot cocoa, going into the refrigerator and realizing your milk went bad. Because the milk is powdered. You just add water to it and that rehydrates it and makes it milk again. So that's kind of nice. Anyways, if this has been interesting, if you make this, do me a favor and let me know what you think. If you make this and you amp it up and make it better, I know I would love to hear about that. And I'm sure anybody else that follows this channel or wants to hear about these keto kind of treats, I'm sure they would all love to hear your feedback as well. Thumbs ups are highly appreciated. Subscriptions are highly appreciated. I really appreciate that. And I just appreciate you watching. Anyways, have a great day.